Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on this colorful eye makeup look. It's colorful but still wearable, which is totally me. But today I was just inspired to play with these colors and I just took out a bunch of different like palettes and makeup that I can look at and get inspiration from. And I also wanted to do this tutorial ASAP because I realized that I hadn't done like a proper makeup tutorial using our brand new glosses, and that's backwards. This is what it looks like. This is the trio of the Sona Cosmetics Season 1 lip glosses. So I'm going to show you guys all three with this look. I'll keep this intro short. Let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think I'm going to tie my hair for this tutorial so that it's out of the way, and then maybe we'll put it down. I just got these cute hair accessories and it's the Justine Marjan collaboration. Super cute, so I might keep it on. We'll see how it looks at the end because I am planning on doing a dramatic makeup look. By the way, if you're new to my channel, I live in downtown LA. Although this is our studio, it's in downtown LA as well. So you're gonna hear a lot of honking in between talking, so just bear with me. I'm gonna start with my base. I feel super pale and obviously lots of imperfections happening, the usual. You guys are used to this stuff already because it's just always there. It's part of me now. We're gonna have to cope with it. I'm gonna use this Dior Foundation. This is, wow, it's got my name on it, super fancy. They actually sent this in PR a while ago. I think I've used it once on my channel. I actually like how tan it makes me look. I actually self-tanned my body last night, so it might match perfectly. I didn't even put my primer. I literally just forgot. Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and pinpoint conceal now with the NARS Radiant Creamy in Custard. So I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes. The usual. I always think about maybe, you know, skipping the base part just because I, for the most part, do the same thing. I try to change up the products here and there so that you guys don't get bored of it. But for the most part, it's like kind of the same routine. But yeah, let me know if you guys would want that. I know I've asked a while ago and a lot of you still prefer to see the base. But if you feel like the videos will get shorter if I just skip the base, we can try that. Wow, I'm having a hard time articulating my thoughts today. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch to a beauty blender, which I don't normally use just because I'm all about just getting it done fast, but I just really want my base to look flawless today, so I'm gonna just use a beauty blender. Cute. So I forgot to put my primer on, like I said, but I feel like my larger pores here, I need to apply just a little bit. So I'm gonna try something I've never tried before, and I'm gonna put my primer over my foundation. Don't judge. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, but I just feel like I'm just gonna put very little, so it might be okay. Let's try it. Totally fine. I'm just gonna set my under eyes with the La Mer setting powder and a little bit around the pores because I feel like this really helps kind of mattify that area and fill in the pores. Blurs it out so nicely. I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna use my cream bronzer to contour, and this is the Milk Makeup one. And I'm just getting this kind of on the hollows, bronzing up my skin with it. For my blush, I'm going to use this ColourPop in Quarters, and I know it looks really, really dark, but I want to try and see how this will look because I have this like orangey theme going. I feel like this could be a nice little brick shade. And I'm just applying a tiny amount. Oh, it's really pretty. It looks much deeper in the actual packaging, but once you put it on, it's really nice. Okay, I like that. All right, lastly on the skin, I'm gonna apply some Zuma. Where's my Zuma at? Here we go. If you want more of a subtle finish, you can apply it and then grab your beauty blender and sort of go over it a little bit so that it's not super intense. And when it comes to my highlight, I like to just focus on the high points of my cheeks because if you bring it too kind of like on the apples of the cheeks, if you bring it down too much, it's gonna make your pores appear even larger. So if you have like pores or bumps or pimples or whatnot, just avoid highlight in those areas. So I like to just apply this on the high points, above the eyes, nose, cupid's bow, kind of wherever I don't have imperfections, you know, and texture and all that. I think I'm happy with the base. I'm gonna move on to the eyes. I've been looking forward to this for a while, so I'm gonna fill in my brows first. I'll start with my Glossier Boy Brow in brown. I like to use this because it colors my brows, it matches my hair color a little bit more, and then it also fills them in. But then sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I grab a pencil and fill it in a little bit more and just kind of shape it a little bit. Ooh, I went a little crazy. I'm telling you, lately I'm like, with my brows, it's like, I don't know when to stop. What's your favorite brow gel, by the way? And do you like them colored or tinted? This one's obviously tinted, but I'd love to know what you guys prefer more. And I always like to brush my brows up. It just makes the look very effortless, and it also is very kind of chic. In all the models wear their brows like this. Okay, I'm gonna stop with my brows, otherwise it'll look crazy. I have 3 palettes in front of me and I don't know which one to use. I think I'm gonna mix maybe 2 palettes. I don't think that I've ever used this on my channel. Maybe I'm wrong, I can't remember, but I honestly didn't even know how expensive these palettes were. And I'm like, what? Why? Let's try it and see. And then I also have this one right here by Huda Beauty. I also don't think I've tried this one on camera or off camera for that matter. It looks new. So I'm gonna start with this yellow color right here. And I'm just gonna pop that on the crease. Just starting kind of slow with these colors. By the way, I'm trying to make an effort to smile more. I know I've talked about this I think once before, but a lot of times when I edit my videos and I'm just like, why do you look mad? It's more like focused, I guess I should say. I'm just always like focused, trying to get things in order. So I'm just getting this all over. Okay, the pigment is like, it's kind of sheer, as you can see. Not much is coming out. Interesting. I think I'm gonna switch palettes, yeah. I'm gonna go into this palette. I don't even know this brand very well. I think it's called Vice Art. Yeah. I'm gonna start with this shade right here. I'm just gonna build on that. Well, this is definitely a lot more pigmented. Ooh, I love this yellow. So good. I'm gonna move on to this shade right here. Well, this is like more of like a orangey color, even though on camera it looks light brown. It looks a little more peach in person. So I'm just gonna apply this right underneath that yellow. Oh, by the way, the brush that I'm using is by It Cosmetics. It's a very fluffy synthetic brush. Okay, so there's this blush that I've been staring at by ColourPop. This is what it looks like. It looks more coral on camera, but in person it's a little bit more orangey. And it's called Get Laid, like L-E-I-D. It's kind of like a cream to powder formula, so I want to try this on the eyes and see how that will look. I'm getting ready because I am headed to Malibu. We do Founders Club meetings. I'm sure you guys already know if you follow me on Instagram. And we do this almost every month. And it's a lot of like other women founders, and we get together and we exchange ideas, connect, talk, chat, have a good time. It's really nice. So that's why I'm getting ready, and I thought, why not just film the whole tutorial? Okay, I love how this is looking, very spring, but I am gonna deepen it just a little bit. I'm gonna go back to this palette right here, and I'm gonna pick up that orange brick shade. I'm gonna use a Persona brush because I want this to be a little bit more dense, and I'm gonna apply this on the crease. Anytime I wanna pack color on and just lightly blend, I use this brush because it's great for that. But if you want to sort of like a very blended, light and airy look, use more of like a fluffier brush, like the one I was using from It Cosmetics is another great one. Also, I've been using this brush to conceal lately, and I did recently a tutorial with Melissa, who's an amazing makeup artist, and she's the one that was like, oh my gosh, I love this brush for concealing. And I was like, what? I've never used it like that. But now I love it for like pinpoint concealing whenever I'm not wearing foundation. This comes in handy. I do like that a little bit more. I feel like all the colors are kind of peeking through. You can still see the yellow, which is nice. I don't want to hide the yellow, but this kind of deepens it a bit. And I always like to take the color all the way to the inner brow, just like that. I have a complaint, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just gonna vent right now. I feel like a lot of the brow gels or brow products that I use, it looks great when I first use it, but over time, it doesn't really stay up. You know, like I want it to stay up like that. Does anybody else feel that way? And if you do, and that's what I was asking you too about like the brow gel, is if you guys have favorites, let me know. And I wanna try like new ones because I feel like I use the same ones over and over again. I mean, I like the ones I use, don't get me wrong, but I'm always looking for new ones. Really dig in this eye look. OMG. I just ate, so I'm super calm and mellow. I had lentil soup and I had a salmon salad. I did a soup and salad kind of day. I should always try to film before I eat because I have way more energy. Even though I ate healthy, but do you guys like it when I like sort of chat and do my makeup, or do you like to just see me do my makeup and like shut up and just get it done? Because sometimes I'm just like chatting, like, you know, we're chilling, we're hanging out, you know? I'm gonna go into this yellow shade again because I feel like I'm kind of losing that yellow and I want it to sort of peek through still. And so I'm using this to blend out the shade and also add a little bit more yellow. So now you can see it. Going back into the darker shade. Oh, and also no mirror. I need to Google how much this palette is. This palette is $80. It's a great palette, I'm not gonna lie. Like the pigment and everything is like great, but it's still pretty pricey. Okay, I'm gonna go into the darker shade and I'm just gonna pop that on my bottom lash line. And I'm using the tip of the brush to get this on. Kind of thick. I like them like to be kind of chunky, and then I go back to like more of a fluffy brush and blend out the harsher edges. I'm gonna keep this orange theme going, and I'm gonna pick up this Dose of Colors eyeliner, and this is in the shade Romance. I'm gonna apply this on the inner rim first. That's fun. I'm gonna try this really close to the lash line. It's been a while since I've done anything kind of fun and creative. And what's funny is today my challenge was not to look at any inspiration so that I can just create stuff by looking at makeup, because I feel like back in the day, that's all I used to do is I would look at makeup and get inspiration for looks. And then recently I feel like with Instagram and Pinterest, you just can't help yourself. You always want to like look for inspiration. Okay, and then I'm gonna also try something else because I feel like I want this still to be somewhat wearable since I'm going out after. So I think what I'm gonna do is try applying a brown liner over just on the inner rim, just to see if that kind of mutes it a little bit. That all of a sudden makes it a little bit more wearable. Which one do we like more? I mean, they're both fun, but I guess I'll just even it out. I need mascara and lashes just to see where this look is going. I'm gonna go in with the YSL mascara in black. It smells so good. I have another question. Do you guys like your makeup to be scented or unscented? Certain things I don't mind scented, but then certain things, like especially when it comes to skincare, I don't love scented. I mean, I use scented stuff here and there, but for the most part, I like to just keep it unscented. But when it comes to makeup, I kind of like it because it's fun. I don't know, but how do you guys feel about that? Like for lips and stuff. I mean, if it's like a foundation or like a blush or something, you know, maybe not. I'm gonna try these lashes right here by Ardell. So these are cool because they're already cut like that, so you can just pop them individually, kind of where you feel like you need it. I wanted to put like a little bit of shimmer on the middle, just right here. And I didn't want to use orange because then it would be like too much. This is by ColourPop again. It's in the shade Close to You. It's like a pinky, corally shade, and it's jelly-like. It's kind of cool. I do like that when you like look down. It's really subtle, but really pretty. I'm just adding a little bit of this on the inner corners as well. And it's so out of the box, like you would never think to pair these shades together because it's like orange, pink, yellow. But I don't know, I feel like it worked so well together. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Otherwise, it'll just get out of control. On to the lips. I'm gonna swatch all 3 shades for you guys, like I said in the beginning. So let's get to it. I know that with this look, I'm probably gonna like peach the most, but I'll just show you all 3 shades so you can get an idea. So we're gonna start with Honey. Honey is definitely one of my go-to favorite shades, I would say, just because it's effortless, nude, beautiful on my skin tone, and I love it. So it really does feel like a balm, but shines like a gloss, which I love. That was really what I wanted out of this product. I wanted like a very effortless gloss for every day that was nourishing, which is why it has such great ingredients like avocado oil, almond oil, shea butter. It feels so amazing on the lips. It's a very luxurious formula. So this is honey, very effortless. It goes really well with the eyes. I'm gonna do peach last because I think I'm gonna like that the most. So I'll go on with Toffee now. This is what the packaging looks like. And by the way, these are vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free. They're free of a lot of ingredients, a lot of like bad ingredients. So you can check the website for the full ingredient list. I really wanted to focus on good for you ingredients and making sure that, again, it was nourishing and you felt good about putting it on every day, you know? So I'm very proud of the formula, as you can tell. Anyway, so this is Toffee. So as you can see, Toffee's a lot darker. I mean, I love it for those days where I don't have a lot of makeup on my eyes and I just want my makeup to stand out a little bit more. I go in with this, but if you have, I would say medium to dark skin tone, this would look more of like a true nude. I have like light to medium skin tone, so for me, it obviously looks a little bit more pigmented. And it also depends on your lip color, by the way, because I always get a ton of questions about like what shade they should get. I think that if your lips are pigmented, it's gonna look a little bit different. So it does look a little different on everyone, and we try to, you know, provide a lot of swatches and stuff on Persona's Instagram. I'm gonna take this off. I also feel like I need a little more blush. Like my face makeup looks a bit, ooh, like pale, you know? This is the same color I put on my eyes from ColourPop. I just went a little cray-cray. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna go in with Peach because I know that I think I'm gonna love this one the most. Let's see, it's either gonna be this or Honey. But Peach is just a true, beautiful peach. It has such a nice undertone, and all of these are sheer, so again, very effortless. The whole point for me was to make sure you don't need a mirror when applying these, so that way you don't have to worry about perfecting it. It's like on the go, everyone's busy, ain't nobody got time for perfecting crazy pigmented lip glosses. So I love this. I think it's really beautiful, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix Honey with it just to neutralize it even more. Just because there's so much happening with the eyes, I don't want it to feel overpowering, I guess. I like that a little more. While we're at it, let's add a little bit of Toffee. So that's it for this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want to see more colorful looks, but specifically like give me ideas of colors. Like, do you want to see pinks, blues? I really don't like blues, but I'll do it if you really want it. Greens, whatnot. Just let me know if you want to see more color on my channel, because I know I'm a neutral girl. I love my natural everyday makeup. So sometimes I kind of feel like I just get stuck doing the same, and today was one of those days where I just really wanted to play with color and get creative. So anyway, I love how it turned out, but yeah, let me know if you guys like it as well. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye guys.